Hello folks, Mike Soren here for Movie Reviews by South of Normal. Today's episode is the quick version on Licorice pizza. Might be the only kind of pizza I won't eat. However, it is a movie I will watch time and time again. As noted, this is the quick take. A more long form one should drop. Subscribe, follow along to make sure you are notified instantaneously when it comes out. Licorice Pizza, the latest in the Paul Thomas Anderson franchise. The moment you start watching, you're going to want to know where it's going, and when it ends, you're just going to be like, I want to go again. I want to keep going. Please, Paul, PTA, keep it going. It's such a wonderful movie. It's just almost perfect in every way. He did such a fantastic job with this film that I cannot find much to complain about. It's hard for me to do. And it's just coupled with an amazing score that'll ease you back, bring you forward when it needs to, help the storytelling process as a perfect score should do. It tackles young love in San Fernando Valley in the 70s. Kind of has a biopic feel from Paul Thomas Anderson's life, because that's where he's from, and from that time period, he was that age in that time. Follows the main characters, Alana and Gary, and they meet up during school picture day. Gary's laying down his best track for Alana to buy. Phones are ablaze, and then the story just takes off from there. It's kind of told in a memory fashion, where it's not like a strict timeline that it follows. Kind of cuts in and out. You're like, whoa, did we flash forward in time? Have they aged? Where are we? And which didn't deter by any means. It was very, very expertly done storytelling wise. In it, Gary is a former child star, trying to rekindle that acting career. He's a hustler. He's a entrepreneur extraordinaire. He sells everything posh and exciting, breaking in the 70s in California at this time, from beanbag chairs, water beds. He even goes into the pinball arcade business because the ball ban in the 30s is finally lifted in the 70s, and Gary's going to capitalize on that. Alana is seemingly at a crossroads. She is older than Gary by about 10 years, I'd say, in this timeline, in the story. They meet. She's a photographer's assistant at the school. Kind of not doing much of anything. She even admits, she's like, Gary, you're so much of a hustler, and by the time you turn 16, you're going to be a millionaire. By the time I turn 30, I'm going to be nothing. That's her stanchion in life. So Gary's exciting. Gary's new, Gary's fresh, but he's 16, 15 even. So this love story is a bit taboo due to the age difference in it, and Alana does play on that and mention that it's weird that she's hanging out with all these 15 and 16-year-olds all the time. Do you think that's weird, sis? I don't think it's weird. It's you just want these two to just admit they love each other, though. It's just, that's how good the story is. You kind of just forget about the age gap at times, and then times you remember, it's like, holy crap, this is weirdly sexualizing this woman. It's like, they're 15, but then you forget, you feel they're both the same age. And that could be because Gary's character has to grow up. Gary's forced to grow up due to what he went through as a child, being an actor, being a star of sorts. He was forced to grow up and be more mature sooner than later. Alana is kind of in this other realm where she might be a little bit repressed because of how her upbringing is and her strict family values and strict household rules. It's just, there's this, one's older but younger, like older yet younger, one's younger yet older, based on their upbringing, based on their experiences in life. So it's just like they're at the same point developmentally, I guess is the word I'm going to use. It's probably the wrong word. Hit me up in the comments if you kind of know what I'm talking about and use the right word. Let me know. That'd be helpful. But it's just, the story is they're both their characters' first foray into the world of love, and you want them to just admit it to each other. They have a hard time doing that all throughout the film. It was just this, the cinematography is great, the writing's great, the score's great, the acting's great. These two actors, Alana Haim and Cooper Hoffman, they're going to be around for a while now. You're going to see them a lot more, and they're going to be great all the time. It's just how I feel about these guys. And if you recognize Gary Valentine, played by Cooper Hoffman, and you're like, man, something about him just strikes me as familiar. What is it? He's Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid. I didn't realize that until I looked it up at the end. I was like, holy crap! Your grandmother came to the movie theater I worked at all the time. I missed your father by that much, and I'm mad because I wanted to meet him. And now I can't. I love PSH. Everything he's been in, my favorite role of his, and it's gonna cut me from flack in the comments, and in life it does. Twister. That's where I fell in love with him, was in Twister. And then every role on that, I was just like, I love this actor, I love this man. He is awesome in movies, and he entertains me to no end, and he's so good. Damn it, heroin. Damn it. Anyway, are gonna be around for a while. This is breaking them onto the scene in a big way, because Paul Thomas Anderson, PTA, he gives them this vehicle that's just meant for them, and his expertise in directing and writing for cinema, just like, here's a present world, here's these guys I'm just bringing to your attention, love them like I do, and we will. Guest spots, I wasn't expecting some guest stars. Sean Penn was the first one I saw, first one I noticed. He plays a Hollywood icon of the time, whose name's been changed, probably for legal purposes, and he's kind of alluring to Alana as she's figuring out her romantic life, her love life. She's alluring to this older actor, not the child star, the guy who's been there, done that, seen it all, and is a professional. It kind of gets this creepy vibe based on all the stories that have been broken over the past, not even decade, five years, with the Weinstein, Louis C.K., all the Me Too movement. That's what I can't think of. So you kind of get that vibe. You're like, oh my God, this is going down a dark path. It turned into a just stunt where the guy's trying to jump a motorcycle over a flaming sand pit. Then Alana falls off, and Gary rushes to her aid because he's like, what are you doing? You're my love, and I love you. And then helped Alana realize that Gary's better for her. Sean Penn acts the shit out of this role, and he's just perfect in it, and he's just high octane, like, performance, not like I'm on cocaine going crazy performance, but it's just like he gives it his all and delivers, and it was excellent part of the story. The next one that has another plot is Bradley Cooper, who plays a producer of that time of the same name, I believe, delivering again, but he is playing this batshit crazy character who's just kind of like, you're kind of on drugs and you're a little scary. And it is a humorous moment, what's going on during he's getting a waterbed delivered, and the interactions he has with the stars of this movie brings a lot of humor to it, brings a lot of like the needed comic relief at the time compared to the first interaction they had. It kind of helps the characters grow a little into realizing, wow, Gary's a little immature for me. Alana then kind of changes career paths, and it's like, I got to do something more my age. It's just this whole back and forth, and it's like these two characters, Bradley Cooper's and Sean Penn's, are used as a catalyst of change, of realization, and it's just so beautifully written, so great, and you want more of their characters, but you don't. And you're just like, that was great. I want more of it. Maybe I don't, because it'll ruin the movie type deal. The third guest star, you gotta pay attention. I'm not gonna tell you what he's doing or what he pubs up. It's John C. Reilly. He's in it. You'll notice him, and you'll be like, yeah, I know him. Where'd he go? It's quick. Pay attention. Let me know in the comments if you've noticed them. Just a phenomenal bit of filmmaking from start to finish. You won't want to leave your seat at all. You'll be engrossed, and it's not like this overwhelming story there. You're just like, it doesn't matter. It's character driven. The plot it's secondary to this development of the characters. You just want them to realize their true selves. You want them to realize what they really want is each other. I didn't expect that going in. When I saw the trailer for it and the name, I'm like, Licorice Pizza? What the hell? I didn't understand anything going in based on the trailer when I first saw it, and so I went into this very skeptical, but it's I trust Paul Thomas Anderson at this point. He's delivered on so many occasions. Like, There Will Be Blood is just an amazing film. I think Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Master, phenomenal at what he does, and it's not big budget blockbuster like special effects everywhere. It's true stories. This one was such a true story. You felt like you were just a fly on the wall watching it, just enjoying this story, enjoying these people's lives, getting mad for them, getting happy for them. Just check this movie out, though. It's still in theaters for a very limited time. I don't know if it's coming to a streaming service. You may have to rent or buy it on Amazon, or my personal favorite, buy the physical analog copy of the Blu-ray. Licorice Pizza, out now. Check it out. It's going to win some awards. It's already nominated. Get out and see this movie, and you will thank yourself for doing it. Licorice Pizza, that's my take. Michael Soren here, South of Normal. Subscribe button's down in the corner. Follow along for the longer version of this and more great content. You guys are awesome. Catch you later.